What did it do, y'all? Welcome in to episode 436 of Technical File. We got some things to discuss this week. We got the NBA playoffs going on. We got WWE
Playoffs.
Backlash this weekend. So we ain't going to hold y'all up. We're going to hit this theme music and get right on into it.
Hit him hard, let's go. That T-E-C-K, running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like he did. Miscellaneous, spitting real talk for the entertainment. On the podcast, that the game up and they get smacked back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them that they better get their nose ready at a home city. You know, get it boss, keeping on the low setting. And you know what you say, so we never gotta get telling everybody else that you get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like I. Better keep them cameras and microphones hot, cause this one's a vibe. Gotta run this race with my tribe. Going live with the pie. Do it like there's no tomorrow. Came to my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit them hard. Got them throwing in the tap. Tell the red blow the whistle. This is Technical File.
Yes, sir. Welcome to episode 436 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, Timkinz, the number 3, a.k.a. As Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. I can't yell. I got the window open. Neighbors probably be out there like, dog, what the fuck going on upstairs? So, how y'all doing?
The Eric J is not with us this week, but I am Camille, the point guard of the crew, through Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman,
The gentleman,
the everyday gentleman.
24/7.
That's all you get.
Hey, that's right. That is it. That is it. Make sure that you're following the podcast on all of the different social media platforms at Technical File, TECKNICALFOUL on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Blue Sky, Technical File Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like up the videos. We go live to record the week show every Tuesday evening. So make sure you have that notification bell hit so you can come join the show and be part of what we're talking about for the week. So, like I said, we're going to talk NBA playoffs. We're going to talk some WWE news, and really previewing Backlash more than anything else, but also some releases for the show that we're going to have to talk about for WWE. But before we get there, let's start with the NBA playoffs. Y'all feel like starting in the East, or the West? What y'all feeling?
We can let the winner go ahead and get his shit off.
Okay, we can start with the West then. Okay. We're going to start with the West. We're going to start with Kansas team. We're going to start with the reason that we're recording this virtually earlier than we normally record this podcast. And the reason is the Lakers game is coming on at 7:30, which is crazy to me.
That's
dope. That's dope. Niggas actually watching. I don't want
to be up late as hell. I'm going to go to work tired as hell in the morning.
Listen, but it's the playoffs. Like, you can have the game start at 8:30. Like, it ain't got to be crazy late, but like 7:30 for a West Coast game, that's weird to me.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful for the rest of the country. The rest of the country said thank you.
All right, the West Coast, they getting off of work, going straight to the game or going to watch it like that.
Facts.
I got to leave work early to get to the game. Hey, but yeah, so my Lakers, game 1 tonight against the Thunder, man. I was very confident that they would beat Houston, and we did what we were supposed to do, even without Luka and even without AR for a time. But how do you guys feel? Who do you have? How many games do you think it's gonna be in? And it's a rumor that Luka could possibly be back on game 3.
I don't believe it.
Hey, they throwing a rumor out there.
You know what? You're right. Mm-hmm. That is exactly why they call it a rumor. That one is hard for me to get behind. I don't know if I can believe that one, but I think listen, the Thunder are going to be heavy favorites. I shouldn't say going to be. They are heavy favorites in this series, and I think it's for a very, very good reason. And it's no disrespect to the Lakers, but I mean, even in the regular season, when y'all had Luka, they were still smoking y'all. So
smoking on the boots.
The Thunder won all 4 games against the Lakers this year. And in those 4 games, they won by 29, then they won by 9 points, then they won by 43, and then they won by 36.
Yeah.
They average victory margin for the Thunder over the Lakers in the regular season was 29.3 points.
Dang.
I don't see it for y'all, boss. I'm sorry. I think it's going to be Thunder in 5.
I'm with you. But
I just-
we did. I definitely was one of the doubters for last series, so maybe 6. I'll give you one more. It won't be gentlemen. Y'all at least be a little bit of a fuckboy with him.
I don't know if they can even do that. I mean, like, I know the Thunder don't have Jalen Williams, so like that's something to account for. But like, AJ Mitchell has stepped up in his steed. Like, they just continue to have depth behind them. I just don't know what the Lakers do. So Ken, like, I know you're gonna pick the Lakers in this series because you a Lakers
Actually,
fan.
not.
Wait, what?
I'm being realistic. Yeah.
What you
So
got?
We cannot beat the Thunder. We're gonna lose in 6 games.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be. I'm a Laker fan, but I'm realist. Like, we cannot beat. We do not have the tools to beat this Thunder's team.
How long
like
have you
we
been
just?
with that?
What you mean? I didn't want to. Ever since the playoffs started, I was like, okay, we beat Houston. We should have to play the Thunder, so we should have get put out anyway. So the Thunder, they literally ran us out the gym, bro. Like, I've seen it, bro. I watched it. Like,
Stayed up late.
like, yes, bro. Like, it is not like it is. Yeah, we have no chance. And you know, I go hard for my Lakers, but this ain't it. This ain't it, man.
Do you feel like, okay, so you're giving y'all at least 2 wins. What do you think need to go right for y'all to grab 2 or more?
We got to win game. We got to win tonight. We just got to come out, just everything we got, go guns blazing. We need LeBron to just have a spectacular game. We need Kennard. We need everybody. Like, everybody really just got to step in our first game. If we can get this first win off top, I think that we'll be good enough to get a second win. But if we come out and they like blow us out the first game, hey man, I don't know. They might get rooms out for us.
I think y'all gonna need one of those like a role player game, something like a Marcus Smart.
Yeah, that's
game,
what it have to be. Yeah,
or a Luke Kennard game. But one thing I will give the Lakers credit for, which I am interested in seeing with this series, JJ Redick is such a good what do you want to call it, game plan coach.
Yeah,
like he thinks up some schemes and ways that the team's going to operate to put them in the best position to try to win a game. So like, at least y'all have that part. Well, I'm curious to see what Redick tries. We know he normally does try things in the regular season, but maybe he was thinking like, okay, we're going to pull some of this back. Or what did he learn from the tape of watching back them 4 blowouts? Well, 3. Y'all lost the other game by 9 points. But the rest were blowouts. Like, what did he learn from how the team operated and what they need to do? So I am curious to see, like, game plan wise, what does JJ try to do to slow down the Thunder and try to put the Lakers in a position to win? So, like, that's why I think y'all can get a game or 2, because JJ, I think, is going to put them in a good position. And I can see a night where you do have a really hot night from someone. And I even think Austin Reeves, because he was rusty when he came back in the last.
So
series.
I think, I'm really expecting him to just turn it up.
Yeah, I think I can have some.
Yeah,
a couple games. All right, so
man.
Tim got
the best of luck. For sure. Because I don't have no dog in this race, so I can wish you luck. It's an asshole thing I kind of picked up. Shout out to Clash of Clans. You know, sometimes people before the game like, hey, good luck, good luck, just to show sportsmanship and shit like that. So one time I told somebody good luck and they told me thanks and they kicked my ass. From that point on, niggas say good luck and I tell them thanks. Because why am I wishing you good luck to beat me? So I ain't got no dog in this race, so good luck to y'all.
Hey man, as long as we fight, that's all I want. Like, as long as we go out fighting, I don't want us to, first quarter all of a sudden like, damn, this game over already. Like, I really want us, like, if we gonna lose, like, let's lose fighting. Like, let's lose standing up, not getting knocked out. So
I will say this though, if y'all do somehow pull off one of the most unlikely upsets in NBA history and defeat the Thunder, I would add the Thunder to my list of teams to keep an eye on for a Giannis trade. If that happened, if they were put out in the second round, I'm adding the Thunder to the list, but I don't see that happening. So I don't think it's gonna happen.
They got the essence.
They do. That's the thing. Was like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, y'all got it, and they got a lottery pick this year too. So
Yeah.
you know,
So, hey, yeah.
we'll see. Serial Sensei, can he said he applauds the realness in your prediction for this particular series. He also added that he's mad the Lakers game started earlier than his Spurs game did last night because that game didn't start till 8:30. But here the Lakers are at 7:30 Central Time.
Hey, baby, you know, it's the Lakers. Everybody want to see this. Hey, we might be watching LeBron's last run in the playoffs.
No,
I'm
he
surprised they
can
didn't start saying that yet. I'm surprised they didn't start bringing it up.
If he play another year,
He
he's
got
not
one
gonna go to a non-playoff team. I don't think.
Yeah,
he gonna play another. He playing another year.
Yeah,
because even if he did leave and go back to Cleveland, like Cleveland's team is still enough for him to go to where they can make the playoffs. So like, I don't.
So y'all don't believe
unless
he's gonna be a
I
Laker?
don't want to call it his last ride because I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a part of me is semi-selfish to be like, I really want to see how far King can get at this age.
Yeah,
I do.
It'll be
Like,
great. It's a great story. It'll be fun to see.
we love good stories in sports.
But I haven't.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, you go ahead because I was going to change the subject.
I was looking at the stats the other day because, you know, career wise, it's 27-7-7 and shit. And like the last 3 years, his points. So pretty much the stats that he had this year is almost identical to his rookie year, almost to a T. I'm like, he hasn't had this low of a scoring average. His assists and his rebounds are roughly about the same as his rookie. So pretty much this year is identical to his rookie year, which is nuts if you kind of just think about that too.
Especially thinking of how long the year was. Like,
this man is 40 years. He up for real out there, fam. Like,
I saw a graphic that showed that in this upcoming series, LeBron is the same age as JJ Redick and Mark Dagnall. Like he's the same age as the coaches in this series.
Yeah.
Those are his peers, the coaches, not the players that he's playing with, which is crazy. But I mean, real quick on LeBron, and then we'll move to the other Western Conference series. I applaud him for taking that step back because he realized, hey, this is Luka's team. Austin Reeves is here. I'm gonna step back, let these young dudes have it, and I'm gonna just fill in where I need to fill in at. And then you saw like in that Rocket series where it was like, oh, it's just me, Oos. I got you. I got you.
Shit.
I am curious. I do think we're gonna get a strong LeBron game tonight in particular, but I am curious as the series goes on because it's every other day. What does that do for the recovery for a LeBron throughout? Because we know he loved them extra days of rest, and they're not gonna happen in this particular series unless they make it, I think, to game 6 or 7, something like that. Okay. Serial Sensei said that LeBron got father time in the 12th round, giving it a mean fight, and that's a fact.
He is. He's
the
only person that's saying this
father time ass the other day.
He had a father time commercial like 3-4 years ago. It feels like somebody else. Yeah, it's crazy. But what else was crazy was game 1 in the other Western Conference series that we got. The Minnesota Timberwolves defeated the San Antonio Spurs in game 1 in San Antonio. So we have an actual series going on in the other Western semifinals conference game.
Yeah, man. I thought that you asked before because we hadn't recorded at the time who we had, and I had Minnesota.
How many games?
But I got Minnesota in 7 because I think it will. I mean, shit, Wemby them, bro. Them guards over there, and Wemby is just crazy. But not, like, I think people forget about the in between too, like the Julian. Is that nigga named Champagne?
Champagne.
Okay.
You sound like Anthony Edwards. Name talking about some that dude 30.
I always want to call him Champagne because he was with the Wizards before too, wasn't he?
No, his brother. He has a brother. His brother plays for the Wizards.
Okay, I'm like the name. I thought he was on the Wizards.
And I've been saying I wanted the Bucks to get the Wizards Champagne brother for age. Like they both kind of have a similar play style, but like I love the way they hoop.
And Harrison Barnes is still a nice contributor and shit like that. And I'm just like, but the guard playing Wemby, dude, it just 12 blocks because Gobert's in the game. So with Gobert in the game, he's allowed to just chill in the paint. He know Gobert ain't gonna do shit. Now Gobert was giving problems on the defensive side though. So I do appreciate the fact that the adjustment that was made is like, okay, do we want to supplement the defense with offense, or do we want to take away a little bit of the defense and then we can go ahead and cause chaos on their defensive side? They did the adjustment. Rudy sat down. They went more for 3-point shooting. So Nas Reed steps in for that role. Next thing you know, Wemby can't sit in the paint no more. Now he got to go chase threes. Now he got to go chase the perimeter. Now he got to get out there. And that changed the game for him. That helped them out a lot. Like Gobert coming in and frustrate him for minutes at a time. You know, he can use his fouls and shit. But there was a point where Wemby had elbows on and Gobert back. Gobert was ducking and shit like, God damn it. But he still missed. You know what I mean? Like Gobert, regardless of what happened, he was still an issue. He was in Wemby's way. But because he can't do anything to stretch the field or stretch the floor, them having a Nas Reed type to come in and help supplement that. And the fact that Jaden McDaniels can move up and play a forward or against a forward because he's strong and he's quick and he's tall and he's athletic and shit. Like, and the defense just don't stop there. So that's why I was confident in them getting the wins against Jokic and them, because I'm like, they have enough firepower, I feel. And then the guy that I wanted the Bucks to draft before we drafted AJ Johnson, I get why people didn't want to. Terrence Shannon.
I was with you on a Terrence Shannon Jr. bus, man.
Yeah, I was. But no, that year I was like, I want Terrence. Give me Terrence Shannon. I like the Bucks would be straight. That's our 2 guard. He was right there. Anywho, now he's kind of coming to his own, and this playoffs is showing that. Like, I think it's the 2nd year in the league now, so it's like now he's starting to come out of that. Okay, I'm fit with the system. DiVincenzo gone. I can pick up some of his minutes, and he's showing why he can and what he can be capable of. So him showing up in Ant's absence and then Ant coming back and Ant put on the show. He ain't even 100%, not even close.
You can tell he won 100, and he was still out. Yeah,
still step up, bitch. Like, and his game is reminiscent at times of Michael Jordan. He do look like young MJ at times. It's kind of nuts. It's really nuts, but that's why Minnesota's defense, even old Conley was trying to put in the effort out there and everything, like the vet presence. Minnesota's defense, I felt like always gave them the edge and helped them, which is literally one of the biggest things for them and their rotational depth was the keys to them advancing throughout the West, because the West got a lot of firepower. And Minnesota has enough defense to deal with everybody's firepower.
I think one thing about Minnesota, because I had the Spurs in this series, and I think one thing about Minnesota that I should have given them more credit for is the fact that they have been here before. They went to the Western Conference Finals the last 2 seasons. This is a team that's been battle tested. They understand what it takes to win in the playoffs. They are not selfish. It can be anybody's game, and they do not care whose it is as long as they wear a Timberwolves jersey. Like, they are all about coming together and finding a way to win, and you saw that last night. I think Rudy Gobert, like, when the trade initially happened with Utah sending him to Minnesota and all the draft picks that went with it, a lot of skepticism. Shoot, I was one of the skeptics. Like, that's a lot for Rudy Gobert, and it was a team that was already working with Karl-Anthony Towns, and it's like, now y'all gonna blow this up and bring in Rudy Gobert, but I think, honestly, at this point, Rudy Gobert defensively is underrated because he's even just more than a rim protecting. Like, even if he gets pulled out to the perimeter, I'm not saying that's where you want him to be, but, like, he is not going to give it up when he's out there either. Like, he is so good defensively that it is just unbelievable. So, like, Minnesota, they're going to be a tough out. I think I had Spurs in 6. I think it goes 7. I think this series goes 7. And if the Spurs do come out of this series, I would actually look at that victory over Minnesota, similar to the way that I did last year with the Thunder over the Nuggets, where it's like, this was the series for this young team where they had to grow up. So for the Spurs to beat this Timberwolves team that is injured, they have guys who are not 100%. This will be the series that will be like, hey, for this young Spurs team that's trying to figure things out, this is where you grow up at. This is where you move into like, okay, we are now more battle tested and we are ready to continue to see how things go. But they're going to need more from Wemby offensively. 12 blocks in the game is crazy. I don't care if some of them were goaltends. They weren't called goaltends, so they blocks, okay? They were blocks. 12 blocks in a playoff game is an NBA playoff record. It is the Spurs record. Like, crazy. But they're going to need more from him offensively, too. De'Aaron Fox, too. De'Aaron Fox cannot be as bad as he was in game one for them to win this series. But I'm gonna stick with my pick. I'm gonna stay with the Spurs. Ken, I think you had the Spurs in this series too, right?
Yeah, I had the Spurs in 6. I wasn't expecting Ant to come back. I wasn't expecting him to look as good as he did either. But he got that dog in him though. So like I love Ant, fam. But I still am confident because they are beat up. So I am going to stay with the Spurs. I think I'm gonna switch to 7 games too though.
Serial Sensei in the comments is a Spurs fan, and he said, I was worried about this Wolf squad. Their size and physicality is a problem. There are no easy buckets. And there's not going to be, I think, this entire series. The first 3 possessions in game one, Wemby block, Gobert block, Wemby block. And I was just like, this going to be one of them series. Yeah. And let me give the Timberwolves even some more credit. Their first round series against Denver, they kept saying they ain't got no good defenders. We gonna just keep driving. They ain't got no good defenders. That's how we play.
Was talking that shit, boy.
They still talking that talk. And then this game against Wemby, they still driving. They did not move away from their identity just because Wemby was down there. And then after the game, you got Terrence Shannon Jr. talking about some shoot. He gonna have to block everything. Like, I'm gonna keep coming. I'm gonna dunk on him at one point. Like I'm gonna keep coming. And I just love the attitude of the Timberwolves team, but I think the Spurs got more in them. I think they might have been caught off guard a little bit in game one with Ant coming back and being like, okay, well, didn't quite expect that, but like we gotta figure this out because I think they know they let one slip. They had an opportunity to win at the end of game one with a good look.
Oh, that was a clean shot. It was a clean.
Yeah, it was
clean. It just didn't go in.
Short. You gotta get it over the rim.
Yep. So we'll see, but they're gonna need more from their guards in this series and from Wemby offensively, but. If Gobert can keep irritating them, hey, we'll see how it shakes out. I think Eric also had the Spurs in this series. Pretty sure.
Him in 5 games. Yeah.
Pretty sure he has the Thunder. We didn't ask, but I'm gonna say Eric has the Thunder in that series too.
Those are still my top 2 teams. Actually, top 3 teams. Well, not with the injury for DiVincenzo now, but those are my top 3 teams. Well, if we was going to trade Giannis, I either got to go to the Spurs, the Thunder, or the Minnesota Timberwolves because all 3 of them have enough assets and picks to where we can get something nice. Because, hell, even if you think about the Spurs, you got trade Fox because he's a big-ass contract, but he's still a starter in this league, good starter in this league. You got Harper, you got Champagne, whoever you say his name. You got Devin Vassell still over there. Like that's 4 solid to good young players.
You didn't even mention Castle. That's the one I want.
I'm saying Castle. If they want to hold on to him, like if they were like, "Hey, we gonna hold on to Castle, but we'll give you De'Aaron Fox. We're gonna give you Devin Vassell. We're gonna give you Dylan Harper." Like you can be like, "Oh no, I'm holding out for just Castle. No, nigga, I'm gonna take them too. Give me Harrison Barnes too. While you at it, it's just he's still capable, and I still need 4 of your first round picks. But like they can do it.
So
they can literally do it."
That's what I was saying. Little name drop. And I was on the Mason Crosby show.
Here you go. Thanks.
They were asking about like free agency and like who should the Bucks be going after, like early thoughts on free agency. And I was like, you guys have the playoffs play out first because with every team thinking this is their year to win, when ultimately they don't, they're gonna look at their roster and try to figure out what they want to do. And because of that, I think the Giannis market continues to evolve, and whoever gets put out in the second round, whether it is the Wolves or the Spurs or the Thunder, Lakers probably not, but honestly, I wouldn't even rule them out because if LeBron is, I would not rule it out. We've seen the Lakers find themselves in situations where you're like, how the heck did they end up here? But just keep an eye on them teams that don't actually make it out and what they decide to do going forward. When you flip it to the East, I want to start by saying this. There's always so much conversation around how much better the Western Conference is than the Eastern Conference. It's always the West is so much better. This and that. And I get you. But if we're looking at how the first round of the playoffs went, the Eastern Conference playoffs have been more competitive. Therefore, in my opinion, more entertaining to watch than the West has been so far throughout this run. Now that we're in the second round, that could change because I think that Timberwolves Spurs series is going to be fantastic. We'll see what we get from Lakers Thunder. But I think what you have in the East, everything is going to be closely contested. Well, we'll see how the Sixers bounce back. But the first series we're going to talk about here is the one that is kicking off with game 1 as we record, which is the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Detroit Pistons, because the Pistons found a way to come back from a 3-1 hole and defeat the Orlando Magic, which then led to Jamal Mosley being fired in Orlando as well. Ironically enough, these two teams have played each other in the 2003 playoffs as well. The Magic were up 3-1 in that series as well, and they lost. Ironically enough, each team won the exact same games in that 03 series as they did in this 26 series. I found that to be really ironic that it went the exact same way in both of these series. The biggest difference, first time they had Doc Rivers as their head coach for Orlando back in 03 when they blew that 3-1 lead. This time it was Jamal Mosley, but hey, just super
famous off of one team, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me. But
for real.
Because them Clippers should have had at least one. Them Clippers
that ring off to some big checks, didn't he? I ain't mad at it.
Really should have had at least one.
I ain't mad at it though. But Pistons, Cavaliers, who y'all got, Cam? Let's start with you. Who you got in this matchup here?
I got the Knicks.
Nigga, huh?
Cavs and Pistons.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I just looked. No, I was watching something. My bad. I'm going Cavs. My bad.
Boy, this nigga's out of here.
Hey, man. Versa was just on my screen. I'm sorry.
Hey.
No, but I'm going. Yeah, I'm going with the Cavs though.
Interesting. Okay. What gives you confidence in Cleveland over Detroit?
I don't know. I think it's the offense. Like I really do trust that. Harden and Spider-Man. So I really trust in them. So I think it's offense alone is what's making me think the Cavs gonna pull it out.
Tim, where you sit at?
I got the Pistons. I don't trust them Cavs. They barely got past Orlando. I mean, the Pistons barely got past Orlando, but I trust the Pistons defense more than I trust the Cavs as a whole.
Even though the Pistons defense sometimes can stall.
It can, but I feel like their style of play is counter to how Cleveland plays. Like Orlando can get gritty with you. Orlando got some ballers. Orlando got some yappers. Like Desmond Bane ain't soft down there. He be talking shit about fucking niggas up there and shit like that. You got the Isaac Okoros. You got the Wendell Carters. Like they got some grit down there. You got the Paulos. Like they got some grit. The Blacks. There's a lot of finesse on Cleveland. It's a lot of finesse on Cleveland. It's not like the one banger they got is Jared Allen. Yeah. Outside of that, it's a lot of finesse in Cleveland. And it's a lot of grit in Detroit. And I feel like that physicality is going to give them an issue. Now, Cleveland got a little bit, I guess the size is about the same. They got a little bit more size with Allen and Mobley. But roughly, like, I feel like, okay, Stu can deal with Jared Allen. And if you put Duran on Mobley, I think that's the defensive matchups. If you want to get in Mobley's head and shit like that, then yeah, put Beef Stew on him. Let him bother the shit out of him.
And Beef Stew won't even start. Like that's coming off the bench for you.
Right. And he'll use all of that. And he'll use all of that time. He'll use them fouls. He'll use all of that to really fuck with him. But outside of that, like the guards are bigger. As far as like Caden Mitchell or Caden Harden, like Cade is definitely the bigger, more stockier, stronger. I won't say stronger because Harden got that old man strength now. But
no, Cade, you can give it to Cade. Go ahead. 6'7".
Harden still be trying to guard niggas in the post every now and then, so I'll give him some strength. So I give Harden some. Man. He's strong. He still got some strength about him. But Mitchell's a smaller guard that I know Cade will take advantage of. Or if Sam Merrill come in, he'll take advantage of. Or you have what's the old boy name? Get with a T. Oh, for Cleveland, the guard comes out the backup guard, light skinned cat.
Oh, Tyson.
Tyrone or something like that, right?
Tyson.
Tyrone.
And he's a taller guard, but he's not a bigger guard. You know what I mean? So like, they don't have necessarily the size or the physicality to deal with them. So I think Detroit go slowly wear them down to the point because you can have Thompson chase James Harden or Mitchell all fucking game. I'm sorry. Yeah. And have them chase them around all game, and he be on some dirty shit, so he can get in their head too.
I think that's the Asar part of it. Like I saw in the first round he had, I think it was 16 steals and 16 blocks as a wing player. Like,
But he was also running into motherfuckers, falling into people, pushing niggas midair.
He can do some things defensively that you're just kind of like, not many guys can make that move. And I think to your point about the finesse of Cleveland, I think that's why you saw that first round series get extended with Toronto, because Toronto's another team that's like, we're gonna be defense, we're gonna be bigger than you, we're gonna be physical, and that's how we're going to play. And I'm going Detroit in this series too, because I think that they have a lot of the same things that Toronto had that gave Cleveland problems in that first round. But I think that they can be more consistent offensively too in this series than what we got from a Toronto team that was without 2 starters by the end, and then the third one got hurt when Shaq got hurt too. So like they were the walking wounded by the end of that series, and Detroit's coming in pretty healthy. I think they're going to need Jalen Duren to play a lot better consistently than he did in the first round, where he got outplayed, I think, more games than not by Wendell Carter Jr. They're going to need him. K looked like a superstar in round 1. They're going to need him to continue being that. But like, it should be a really good matchup. I think this one of those styles make fights type of series where you got Cleveland. I think that's part of the Cleveland part where I'm like, that's why I get that Ken took Cleveland, because I think offensively too, they're not going to stall the way that Orlando stalled out on them, where it's just like, we have nothing because we ain't got nothing. At least Cleveland does have Spider and they have Harden. And if you get Jared Allen playing how he did in like game 7, and you get Evan Mobley out there doing this thing, like, they can pose some problems for Detroit too. So I think it's going to be a fun series between these two, but I'm going with Detroit in this one.
They're so much bigger than Cleveland, bro. Like, I was just looking at the one. Detroit's up 30-14.
They're on like a 15-3 run right now or something crazy.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the size of the team, and I'm like, Cade is the shortest one of the starters. He's 6'6". Asur and Duncan Robinson are both 6'7". And then you got Tobias Harris, who is 6'8", and then Duren, who is, I think he's like 6'10". Yeah, 6'10".
Why they be switching so, like, they can do so much defensively.
And all the guards, Harden is 6'5", Mitchell is 6'4", Max Strus is 6'4", or 6'5". 6'4". And then you got, what was that, Dean Wade? But he's like a forward.
He's
Wade
like 6'9", ain't he? 6'10"? Yeah.
And then you got Allen and Mobley. But that's what I'm like. You got Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench. You got Sam Merrill coming off the bench. Like, none of their guards are taller than 6'5". None of them. So it's kind of like, from that front court side of it. Like, yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So
it should be a fun one. I think that's going to be a fun series. You said what?
I said good luck to the winner. Once again, I ain't got no dog in this one.
Right. The other Eastern Conference playoff series that we have, the Knicks and the Sixers, and the Knicks just embarrassed the Sixers in game 1. They won by like 39 points, I think it was, in game 1. Just a crazy outing from them. But even before this series started, I was very much like, I think the Knicks got it. In large part because I don't trust the health of the Philadelphia 76ers. I had made a joke last night watching that game 1 where I was like, you know how you go to church and stuff and people be testifying and they be like, you don't look like what you've been through. The Sixers look like what they have been through. They looked slow. They look beat up. Embiid looks like he is limited again. Like, I applaud Embiid for everything he gave in the first round series to get them over the hump against the Celtics, because he was a big part of why they were able to get that victory over them. But like, he was just getting cooked defensively every way that they tried to utilize him. Put him in drop coverage, taking advantage of, okay, come up to the level of the screen, blown by. Hey, hedge, let's blitz, let's double, let's put 2 on the ball real quick. Too slow. We are out of here already. Like, nothing they did worked defensively for them. And that makes the game too easy for Jalen Brunson. And OG has been playing out of his mind in the playoffs. If Mikal Bridges continues to show up, they got Karl Anthony Towns. Like, I just think New York has too much for Philly if Philly is not fully healthy. And by not fully healthy, I mean having a healthy Joel Embiid all the way through. So I got the Knicks
Mhm.
in this series. Ken, what about
The
you?
Knicks is a fun team, man. I love watching the Knicks.
Well, we
Yeah,
already
but
know you got the Knicks.
I had the Knicks. Yeah, I know. I had the Knicks in 6. I'm very high on the Knicks. I had the Knicks going to the finals.
Oh, coming out the East.
Mm-hmm.
I can
That's
see
my
it.
East team.
I can see it.
See, I'm not sure. I know Brunson had a game. That I understand. He's gonna do that. He cooks. That's what he does.
Yep.
He do.
Yeah, the starters kind of did their thing on that. I'm more willing to give Philly a pass in the first game. 1, because Knicks got home court advantage. 2, they've had a rest. 3, like you said, the Sixers just came out of a dogfight. So I feel like though they got that game out the way and they got their asses kicked by halftime, it allowed them to kind of rest the rest of the way and to give the starters and everybody else, all right, y'all, because the starters no starter played more than 28 minutes. 28 minutes was VJ Edgecombe. Everybody else is 27 and less. They had the rest of the game to go ahead and go talk to the trainer right now, do this, that, and the third, finish that out. Because you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes on the bench that got more than 10 minutes.
Bank account.
Like
Bank
so then you got today to rest, and then your next game is tomorrow. I feel like they'll be a lot more prepared tomorrow. They took that one in the face, pause, and they'll be like, hey, I'll come back again. And we'll figure it out later.
And they put it back in my face. No,
Put it back.
I hear you on that. I don't think the series should be judged solely on game 1. Just to the point, like Philly came in, you can tell they were tired. Like you saw it. They just played on Sunday. They played on Saturday, traveled on Sunday, then played on Monday. And they looked like it. Like they looked like what they've been through. I think you will see stronger performances from Philly. They're going to need more from Tyrese Maxey going forward. Like you can't go through the first quarter without taking a shot. Like you have to be a bit more.
You gotta be that guy.
He only took 9 the whole game.
Yeah, he has to be more aggressive in this series. And again, a lot of this, my prediction, a lot of it weighs on Joel Embiid, because when that man is healthy, he is so different. Like watching that Boston series, I was just like, good luck. Like there's nothing y'all can do with him right now. But in this series against the Knicks, I think the Embiid thing, because he looks like he's going to be a liability defensively in this series because he's clearly limited. But one thing that he can do, and he did it early in this game, he is such a master baiter. Wait, pause.
Go ahead. He what? He what?
He be baiting people, okay? He's a master of baiting opposing players.
You got a title, Master of Baiting.
No. Actually, yes, that can work because it's 2 words.
Master of Baiting.
He's great at drawing fouls, okay? He had Karl Anthony Towns in foul trouble like 5 minutes into the first quarter. He sat the whole rest of the first quarter because he was in trouble. Yeah. Yes, I know, Serial Sensei. I know. It came out the wrong way.
She wilding.
Came out the wrong way. But that's one thing he's going to have to do. Like, he's going to have to continue to put the bigs of the Knicks into foul trouble and just try to mess up their rotation, kind of like dirty the game up in that way. But I think the flip side to that is that's also what Jalen Brunson's going to try to do to the guards on Philly too. So like it's a foul game to a degree, but I think ultimately New York comes out on top in this series. We are not titling the show Masturbator.
Yes.
Hey, I'm looking for a picture of Embiid right now.
Yeah, what? Yes. Hey, it's a picture of him stretched out during the game.
No.
I'll find that one. I'll find that one, man.
I got one.
And my man's stretched out on the floor. What is that? His arms is all up everything.
I just want this portion of the picture. Oh, what is it at? With him down there and this called
Masturbator.
Niggas like, hey, yo, what is going on? Like, y'all know, The entendres. The entendres.
Exactly.
No
This is my
entendre. It is
second
bars.
today.
It is what it is.
Bars.
I messed up in our
Bars.
group chat earlier today. I said the wrong thing in there too.
Hell yeah, masturbator.
Wore out. He doing too much baiting. He wore himself out.
The caption said Joel Embiid is exhausted in his first game back.
That's funny.
You gotta save some energy, my boy.
Oh
Long season.
Lord.
Basically.
Anywho. All right. So Tim, you're going with the Sixers in this series.
You know what? Yeah, give me Philly in 7.
Okay. And then Ken, you had the Knicks in how many?
In 6.
I got the Knicks in 6 as well. All right.
I feel like Edgecombe, if Embiid has to chill for a second, they're just going to go back into what they were doing in the regular season. To an extent, because Embiid's not going to be completely gone. They'll probably listen his minutes a little bit, or probably where the rotation, where he comes in, or change where his minutes are at, just to kind of keep him healthier. But for the most part, they had to deal without him for most of the season. So there's not like they're not used to playing without him.
Yeah, but they also were just a middling team when he did not play.
True. That's why I'm like, they're not going to be completely without him either. But at least if you can bring a good form of basketball, because they're used to not being with him, and then incorporate him in bits and pieces to keep him healthy, Embiid still gonna give you what he needs. But them being Maxey, Edgecombe, and Oubre, because Oubre was knocking down threes.
Paul George?
Paul George for sure. Like that's them three though. George, BJ, and Maxey need to step up.
They're gonna have to, because again, the problem for me in this series with Embiid is that he is getting flambéed defensively over and over and over again. So if Philly offensively cannot keep up with New York, and we know New York also has some defenders over there, it's really, really tough for them, because if you're going to have Embiid on the floor, but he's a liability defensively, when you've been so used to him being a rim protector, like that's been part of Embiid's game for so long. But with the injuries, you can tell he's just lacking the speed right now. So if he continues to be defensively what we saw in game 1, there ain't no shot. There ain't no shot for Philly, because that's just easy pickings.
Shot in hell. You got no chance.
Right. But we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Game 2 will tell us a lot more about this series, I think. But this weekend, WWE Backlash is taking place. There's like 3 events in May for WWE this month, with Backlash this weekend. There's a Saturday night main event coming up soon, and I think there's Clash in Italy at the end of the month. So
really,
yeah,
I ain't know about that one.
Let me look this shit up. TKO wildin', boy. I can't even say WWE. No, TKO wildin'. Clash in Italy.
Yeah, I was blaming everything on Triple H. Probably wasn't even him the whole time.
That's what it feels like now.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like. But Backlash is this Saturday. 5-match card. You see it? Clash in Italy.
May 31st.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Sam. All right.
That's crazy.
Let's preview Backlash. 5 matches. Okay, sorry. Shaolin said that Backlash may be Asslash when it said
we'll see, because they have the people to put on good matches.
We'll see. 5-match card. We got, so I think I did see the Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker match is definitely one of the matches that's going to be in the first hour that's televised on ESPN. I think 2 live in this one. I think the other match was Trick and Sammy, but don't hold me on that one. I know for sure Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker is going to be one of the first 2 matches that people see on ESPN 2. But Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker, who y'all got in this match?
I got Mr. Breaker.
Braun. And he hit a clean spear Monday.
Yeah, he did.
That motherfucker, I was like, that's the cleanest one I've seen. I've seen him do in a minute. I was like, okay, he finally. Yeah. So shout out to him. His tan was hitting too.
Yeah.
He was out there my color.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, I think it's Braun too.
But I think it's gonna be a great match. Actually, it's some wrestlers. Them boys can go.
Yeah. It's gonna be fire.
Yeah, I think it's Braun in that one too. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they bring him back to lose off the bat. And we know he got help too, so we'll see how that shakes out. Io Sky versus Asuka.
Give me Asuka.
Ooh, why Asuka? I'm going Io.
Io too.
Io has had a nice little run of luck. Not luck, but more so like Io is one of those wrestlers at the moment that no matter win, lose, or draw, she at. Like it don't.
She's made. She's a made woman.
Yeah, she like a loss really ain't gonna kill her because it is what it is. But Asuka was that for a while, and then they just let her lose for a while, which is nuts to me. But now I feel like it's back on getting Asuka back up. Asuka moving back up to the top because they didn't got rid of Kairi Sane. Now it's just Asuka by herself. So now it's time let's rebuild Asuka back to the monster that she was by herself because she should technically be in these title match conversations too. And lately, if she did hop into one, we'd be like, "Oh, okay, Asuka," but I don't know if she's gonna win. She needs to get back to the. Ain't nobody trying to see Asuka once again.
You might convince me.
I feel like that makes perfect sense.
That's a good point. I was thinking Io just because like she's also coming out of a program where she's kind of been like the Robin to Ripley's Batman in a sense, and it feels kind of like, okay, Io, we got to kind of get you reestablished on your own again too. But I didn't think about it from the Asuka side. Like both of them are kind of in a place of like, we got to get y'all in y'all singles pushes again. Like you ain't, being the evil person that's kidnapping Kairi Sane no more, Asuka. And then you over here, you're gonna sit Rhea to a whole different show. So now it's just you. Like this whole storyline about with the four of y'all is done now. So how do we move forward? So I was thinking Io, but I might change that. I'm not changing it at this moment. When we do our final predictions ahead of the PLE, this one I might flip on this one, but we'll see how I feel by the end of the week.
I'm going Io, man. I love Io.
I do too.
She is great in the ring. Like she has everything that you would want, like in a woman superstar. And the crowd loves her too. She do the little crazy thing.
I'll be at home doing it with it.
Like everybody loves it, man. So yeah, it's hard for me to go against Io, but I definitely understand what you're saying about Asuka, and I feel like that Io losing wouldn't hurt her as much as Asuka losing would hurt her. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, so I can definitely see that. But I think I'm still gonna stick with Io though.
Okay. The other non-title match,
like still Io.
The other non-title match on the card, The Miz and Kit Wilson against Danhausen and To Be Determined.
I wonder who it's gonna be.
I do too, because Danhausen's been on Twitter already, just offering $400 in human monies to people who have retired. He's been tagging John Cena. He's been tagging Stone Cold. He tagged Triple H. He's like, who can I pay?
That's hilarious. $400.
That man, he done racked up enough money. He got it to pay. But
I saw his cameo jump from like being like $30 a pop to like $200 now. I was like, dang.
I believe it.
Oh, he getting money.
He getting money now.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Tech File brethren. My birthday is in a couple weeks. If y'all want to get me a Danhausen cameo, I'll love y'all forever. I'm gonna just tell him I'm a Danhausen, and
he might have to extort you first. He extorting us shit, $200.
Exactly, $200.
That's why I split between y'all three. It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, hell no.
I hear you. I hear what you put.
$30.
Listen, Tech File fam, get me a Danhausen cameo from I don't want nothing else. Just
there y'all go.
Just let me hear Danhausen. Serial Sensei said May Baby's in the building. I know that's right. And then Shaolin said Danhausen and Little Timmy. Wait, Little Timmy from like Passions?
Or Our Truths.
That'd be nuts.
That was
Jimmy.
Was that the little puppet name on Passions?
Yeah, Passions. It was
I don't even remember.
I hated that motherfucker, boy.
We talking about soap operas a couple weeks ago, still in my head, but
this match is gonna be full of shenanigans though, because Danhausen is a great character, everybody loves him, but he cannot wrestle. He can't. He just can't. I mean, that's cool. Like you don't need to do.
You don't need to.
So yeah, exactly. It's gonna be full of shenanigans. So he is going to win whoever's with him because he's so over right now. But it's gonna be a fun match. It's gonna be one of the ones like, oh hell no, like definitely shenanigans.
I was trying to figure out how I want to call them. I was like, I landed on team housing, but I was like the tag houses. Then I was the tag team houses. I was like, then I got just team houses.
Team houses.
But yeah, Dan
It'd be crazy. I don't know. I'm thinking this would be somebody that gets a huge pop though.
I think
I'm trying to think who would be that person.
Make the match worthwhile because at the moment,
yeah.
I wonder if it's gonna be somebody.
I can say LA. I was gonna say so either somebody that we already like or somebody we ain't seen in a minute. Somebody that we already like. It makes sense for LA Knight to do it.
Who's a face that?
But somebody that we ain't seen in a minute. I don't know.
It have to be a nice face. It have to be a worthwhile.
Yeah, it have to be a face for sure.
Someone who you would believe would take money to come out here and do this. What if he paid John Cena? Because John Cena is the host of Backlash.
He already there.
Backlash too.
And he don't gotta do nothing.
This nigga finna get a game show. He just auditioning. That's all he doing. He auditioning the whole something.
Bro, he came out twice, fam.
I was on his ass.
He came out twice a night, fam.
And that was it.
Came out in that Beetlejuice ass suit.
Shaolin said Joe Hendry cameos are a bill 50. Maybe that's who he gets. Maybe he gets Joe Hendry to come out there.
Oh yeah, Joe Hendry. That makes
he was just on Raw.
Yeah, that Fire Paul Logan song is a bop, man. That's a bop.
It could be Joe. I can see Joe. Definitely, but I mean, he technically he's stuck into it with the vision. So
yeah.
That makes sense.
All right, well, we all team housing over here. Don't matter who his partner is. We think they gonna win.
Yeah, they definitely gonna win.
Now we got 2 title matches on the card. The first one, Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the U.S. Championship title.
Easy money.
Tricky.
It's Trick. It's a clean sweep. Trick Williams over here.
Easy money. Whoop that Trick.
The gingerbread man.
That was funny.
I laughed so hard at Sami Zayn losing his mind and destroying that gingerbread man, and then them having a graphic saying "Rest in peace, Ginger." Like I was like, yo, wrestling is so unserious, and that's why I love it. Like this, you got to have these moments in the show to go with all of like the serious, the fatus. You got to have these moments. Like this is why I love wrestling. A gingerbread man costume funeral is so outlandish.
Crazy. He fucked that gingerbread man up. Then they was talking all that shit. Hit me with a dot. Sami Zayn. I was like, oh damn, not the gingerbread man. They was quick with it too. Threw that graphic up. I'm like, oh, that Sam was like, these niggas is unserious. Why is there a graphic?
The graphic
took gingerbread man gone, bro. They got his ass.
And they can't wait to put the graphic up either. They're like, yeah, we finna kill him with this one.
Little drop around it. Love the attention to detail. Love it. Yeah. So yeah, we all got Trick. Whoop that Trick. Keep it going.
Whoop that Trick for sure.
Keep it going. Last match on the card, we got Jacob Fatu against Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. And was it last week, Tim, where you were like, Jacob might actually win this? And I was like, they ain't gonna do it that quick. With all this TKO stuff going on in the background that we are going to talk about after this, maybe it is Jacob.
Yeah.
And Roman disappearing all of June now? Was it June or July?
June. But apparently they took him off of that because they said it was a scheduling error. He should never have been listed in June because June is going to be the build up to the event in Saudi Arabia, and Roman ain't going. So he wasn't supposed to be on the billing initially because he's not going to be part of a build up for a card that he's not participating in.
He don't got nothing to do with it. Okay.
I mean, I looked at it as Street Fighter. I was like, shit, Street Fighter coming out within, I think, a week or two. No, Street Fighter, it's coming out soon. I'm like, shit, maybe he's just using June to keep promoing the motherfucker.
I mean, dang, so both the champs are Street Fighters.
Yeah, they're both in there.
Cody and Roman, both champs.
Kyle and he's Akuma. Roman is Akuma.
No, it's Mortal Kombat this weekend. Mortal Kombat 2 comes out this weekend.
I heard that was good too.
We just got a date night too.
The early reviews.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Shaolin said, I know he's not, but I've got Fatu. Side note, 400 bonus Lil tag with Danhausen, or I'll tag with Danhausen for 400.
Hey, for real, I swear.
Fair enough.
Mad at
No, so what I was getting at was these, though I do feel like I was saying last week, I do feel like Fatu will get it, but I also said that I feel like he's not going to win the first one. Like, he'll catch the second one, but Roman is going to treat him kind of like everybody else. This is what my thought was. Everybody else came up to Roman. Everybody got multiple matches, except for Jimmy. Jimmy kind of blew his, but everybody got multiple matches and opportunities to try to take it off of. So that's why I'm like, if he goes against him the first time it'd be Roman. He talking his shit now. He doing his thing. Roman stand on him. Second time, Jacob like, all right, I done lost to this motherfucker now. I already was unhinged. I already had a problem with this.
No, for the tournament.
And now I done lost to, fuck it. I ain't got shit else to lose. I'm just finna ballistic on him. And I think he wins the rematch. That'll give him the opportunity to be champ through June. Because if you got another pay-per-view in first, the hell?
Your screen, it was freezing, so you was moving in slow motion.
Oh man!
And you almost got caught being smitten, my guy.
I almost got caught. Got caught.
Like your video is still moving when you were making your point about Jacob Fatu.
Mm-hmm. Is nigga black power and shit? To the fist stuff and shit.
Wait, am I still frozen up there?
You delayed. Your video is delayed.
Yeah, hella delayed.
But your audio is clear. Like, we hear you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nigga smitten.
Oh man.
Now you froze.
Yeah.
Okay, now
now you good. This nigga, I'm back.
It took a second. It was later than I thought it was.
Yeah.
So I'm good. Sorry for our technical difficulties, or mine at least.
It was entertaining. I enjoyed it.
But no, I'm saying now that I know that we have another pay-per-view at the end of the month, I am more into, okay, yeah, he probably gonna lose this one, but he'll win the one at Clash in Italy or whatever the case may be. That's probably gonna be their rematch. Then Jacob will have the title from Clash of Italy. Roman gonna be going all in June. He got to recover, figure out how he got to get his shit back, or whatever the fuck they want to say. And then he'll be back in time for SummerSlam.
SummerSlam in August, right?
Like y'all was saying, the big win back, but I think that's when Roman takes the belt back from Fatu. It'll just give Fatu like 2 months to just kind of run with the belt to see what he does with it, see how he looks with it, see how he handles it, shit like that. I can see Roman getting it back at SummerSlam because, again, it's TKO and them still, so they probably gonna have all these big stars win, with the exception of maybe like one up-and-coming star at the big PLEs now because they want the money. They want the draw.
I think I'm going to still go Roman in this one. But it's a little one short. Y'all both have Roman in this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, part of the why I feel unsure comes with what we've been hearing about TKO and them trying to get a lot of different wrestlers to renegotiate their deals, which has led to the release of one of the most well-respected, just legendary tag teams to ever hit the business in the New Day. Tim, I know you wanted to talk a little bit more about that yourself, but yeah, just some crazy stuff hit the timeline over the last couple of days.
Yeah, and the New Day situation shined a light on the rest of what's been happening to where I started, well, at least in my mind, I'm connecting dots to what's going on here. So the New Day signed new contracts last year. They got contract extensions last year. And then recently, TKO came to them and wanted to renegotiate per Fightful, per Gary Wolf, Brian Alvarez from Fightful. TKO came back to them and wanted them to renegotiate at a lower rate. They said no, and they bounced. And so then for me, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up for them to do. And then Mark Henry and Coach was talking. And they had a whole segment. And in essence, Mark Henry and Coach was it wasn't like it was an implication, but not necessarily. I won't say they implied it, but what I got out of it was TKO is kind of doing what companies were doing a couple years ago when they was forcing cats out of companies by asking them for early retirements or asking them to kind of restructure their contracts and shit because of pandemic shit and shit like that.
Mhm.
So TKO, which led me to this makes sense why motherfuckers are retiring too, or why Brock would say, fuck y'all, I'm just out. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm finna retire on my own terms at my own time, my own shit, because y'all not finna dictate to Brock Lesnar what the fuck y'all got going on. AJ Styles probably seen that shit like, I'm not finna be doing this shit that much longer. He probably could have did it at a bigger event, but he was like, I'm not finna be around for this foolishness. I see what the fuck y'all got going on. I'm out of here. They restructured other motherfuckers' deals because they said that New Day, though they declined theirs, other people did take the cut. Some people took almost like a 50% cut. Just
Jesus.
They did that to what's the name a couple years ago. They brought up Ridge Holland a couple years ago. Did the exact same thing. Signed a contract and they came back to him and he took a 50% pay cut. So when they had the slashes, he stuck around. That's why some cats be like, how the fuck are y'all still around? That's why
Took a pay cut.
People are taking pay cuts to stick around too. It's the exposure. I hope that maybe one day, but what Coach and Mark Henry was talking about is the way that they did them is because they said that they sat them on the shelf for almost 6 months. Like they renegotiated the contract, they paid them for what they were worth at the time and what they was going to get. Then they turned around. You have no control over it. If they take you off of TV, hey, we don't want them to be on TV for this amount of time. We don't want them in those stories or giving them the shit stories or whatever they bring up. We don't want them to do. So now your value as a wrestler drops. Now we go come back and renegotiate with you. Hey, y'all not doing what y'all, we signed y'all for at the time. Y'all sales ain't there. We don't got the creativity behind it. We need y'all to take less money.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck y'all, no, we leaving. That's what Mark Henry and Coach was talking about. And I'm like, that led me to like, oh shit, that's probably why people are retiring and shit like that and getting up out the way and doing whatever the case. It's getting nasty over there. Like Vince held off forever and ever and ever from selling to anybody to keep control of his shit, but keep wrestling the way it was. The minute that they did, he came back to sign the death certificate.
Got paid and left.
And bounce, he like, shit, if I'm y'all gonna kill my shit, I'm gonna kill it with you. Go ahead, let me get my shit and I'm out.
But then it's like in the WWE, like the company doesn't cover any travel costs, like rentals, like none of that. And then you want me to take a pay cut, plus I gotta do all my own travel? Like, come on, fam. Like that's ridiculous. AEW, Tony pays for everything.
Mm-hmm.
He pays for all their rental cars. He pays for all their travel, their hotels, everything.
Yeah.
So it makes more like you can go like if ideally the New Day will be in AEW, and like they go be the best, like the hottest thing smoking over there, and like and it just sucks though that like all that they've done to like keep like especially like the tag what they did to the tag division. Like when nobody really was caring about tag teams, but them just being black wrestlers and they had their own cereal, fam.
Booty-O's.
And they sold out.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, dude, just like everything they've done, it's just for them to get done this type of way, or for you to lowball them is just like mad disrespectful,
Welcome to corporate America.
Yeah, man. I know. That's what I'm saying, and that's why you just gotta say fuck them and keep them moving around.
Which don't make it right. Like that don't mean like we're saying like, it's right. It's just another.
Yeah, but that's just how it goes, though.
Yeah, man. It sucks when y'all sent. I think Ken, you the one who sent the group chat of like the news that Xavier and why am I blanking on his name right now? Austin.
Kofi.
Xavier.
His real name Austin Creed.
Oh, Austin Creed.
My brain was going back between. It's like is it Austin or Xavier? And I was thinking of his real name, Austin Creed.
Austin Woods.
Austin Woods.
Austin Woods.
But like, just I couldn't believe it. Like I was sitting there like, no, y'all lying. Like this is a lie. And I was like, oh, I could not believe it. Like Kofi Mania, that run that he had as the world champion,
it meant something too.
It meant a lot. Like that's one of the few times I can be like, I cried watching wrestling. When he won that belt and to see him in the ring, like that was I got emotional seeing Kofi win that championship. the New Day was just consistent entertainment. I think they're going to go down as one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
For sure.
Like it just for them to not be in WWE no more, where they spent their entire careers and they're just such legends. Like it sucks, man. It sucks.
It does.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. And
MJF said, MJF,
he was on it. He been tweeting every day.
They changed their bio. Like, we will be wrestling today soon. Save our bio for later. Like they changed.
They playing no games. Bring your ass.
They like, it's gonna be the best thing in wrestling when we do.
But that's why I love that AEW exists, because it's another place for guys to go and gals if things don't work out in WWE. Like there's always been other options, but AEW has the TV deals and it's just another place to go and compete. So
then quick question though, because I know y'all don't watch AEW like that. Like I got favorites in AEW, like Kenny Omega is the greatest, and then MJF is that dude too. But would the New Day going to AEW, would that make y'all check it out? Or would that make y'all watch consistently at all?
I would check it out, but I can't say that I would watch consistently. Like I would just want to see what they like. Maybe like their
I ain't
debut.
consistent either,
but like I think I would poke my head in a little bit just to see what's going on.
I catch the highlights on the reels or
like they've been putting on good pay-per-views lately though.
Yeah,
pay-per-views they
are they on HBO?
Huh?
Where how do you see AEW pay-per-views?
Oh, illegally for me.
Allegedly.
It's all jokes.
Allegedly. Oh, that's funny.
But I think they are on HBO because they got that deal with HBO Max. I know.
Yeah, I thought they had a deal or something.
Yeah.
Sly added, let Kenny and Austin in the same ring. That's gonna be chaos. And then Serial Sensei said, Ken said, I watch him on the 7 Seas.
Oh, the 7 sir. Oh, the 7 Seas.
Oh, any other closing thoughts on TKO wrestling or anything in general before we get up out of here?
They're ruining wrestling worse than Cena said he would.
Damn.
Yeah, big facts.
You ain't lying.
It is like it's not fun right now.
No, and again, I know we're gonna have it on Saturday, whatever day the pay-per-view is for Backlash, but again, the commercials during PLEs, I hate it so much.
Y'all gotta relax, man.
I hate it so much. If we're paying for this service,
bro, pay $30. I paid $30 to watch just fucking PLEs, man. Like this, like I'm, huh?
I said it should be Atlas Entertainment.
It should, because on top of that too, PLE should feel different than your
exactly. I feel like I'm watching Raw,
right?
Yeah,
and having commercials makes it feel like you're watching a regular weekly episode of the product. I don't want it to feel that. I want it to feel like it's something different. Once a month, can y'all give me an ad-free experience? We're already paying the money for the service. Like that shouldn't be that hard to do. Y'all did it when y'all had the network. Y'all even did it with Peacock. You had the premium Peacock. You didn't see commercials. You continue to see the programming. I want to see the vignettes. I want to see the stuff happen to entertain the crowd. I want to see backstage segments. I want to see that during every event. I don't want to see commercials.
You know,
you give me 5 minutes matches. It's crazy.
Man,
they could definitely, because he's giving 5 matches per pay-per-view, right? Now, TKO, if you're listening, more than any, because y'all trying to maximize y'all dollar. Y'all took away all the house shows.
Yeah.
If you're going to do anything now, a draft actually would be smart, because then you're going to put on a show for each show per month. You can then put out 2 PLEs a month. There are going to be 2 separate PLEs because one will be for SmackDown, one will be for Raw. Then you can get the customers to buy into both of them. And that will still give the wrestlers 2 separate events that feel different instead of the same niggas headlining every pay-per-view now because it's only 5 matches. Then it allows you to put your 2 or 3 of your belts on each show and still get the money that you're looking for. And that will probably appease some wrestling fans a little bit. It's not going to help a lot, but it'll be a little bit better than having the
And
same.
that's a lot of wrestling too.
I was gonna say, like, we was just sitting here talking about, dang, they got 3 events this month. That's a lot.
Right.
Yeah,
but at the
that's a
same
lot of
time, it's
wrestling.
like, how many of these same motherfuckers gonna be headlining that next one?
Probably not that many. I think we're gonna get Cody on the next one because Cody's not on this card. Like, you gonna probably, they kind of already do it in that way. Just take away the commercials. Take away the commercials. Serial Sensei said TKO kills every product it touches. Sincerely, a disgruntled MMA fan.
See,
we in the same boat now, brother.
Yeah,
we in the same boat. The fake fighting and the real fighting is just
exactly.
It ain't what it's supposed to be. But all right, we're getting ready to wrap the show for this week. Lakers and Thunder tip off at 7:42 p.m. Central Time
Yes,
because
sir.
you know when the NBA says the game starts at 7:30, add on about 10, 11, 12 minutes to that time when the game actually starts. And I'm going to say it one more time. NBA, advertise the actual time your games are going to start. Yes. Okay? Please learn from the NFL. When the NFL says the game started at noon and you turn to your TV and it's 12:01, you have already missed the opening kickoff. The game has started.
Like, stop kidnapping us into your pregame hijinks.
Yeah. When the game, let us know when the game start.
That's for the
Make
arena.
it start when it starts.
Leave the pregame shit for the arena.
Yeah, like if I want to watch the pregame, I'm gonna tune into the pregame. When I tune in at 7:30, I expect to see a game. Well, not now because I know how I operate, but whatever. My cousin in the comments too. He agreed. Start when you say you're gonna start the game. Ain't nobody got time for all this, but
they be on black, they be on colored people time.
the NBA.
You gotta make sure y'all there first.
So they said
you gotta make sure y'all there first. You gotta make sure y'all here first.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here so we can get our snacks together for this Lakers Thunder game. As a reminder, make sure you follow the podcast on all the different social media platforms that you can find it on. Technical Foul, TECKNICALFOUL. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Facebook, YouTube. Just check us out on all the socials. Real quick, happy birthday to my cousin Jordan. His birthday is this weekend. Happy birthday to my
happy birthday.
Brother. And if you want to follow me on the social media platforms, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE. Oh, don't follow the Eric J. Follow the pod instead.
Yep,
that's right. Everyday _ gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter, Snapchat, and Blue Sky.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. We out.
Peace out, y'all. Appreciate y'all.